let's dig a little deeper. Why'd you get into this space?
Well, thing is, I started out actually really young, right? So I'm 30, 35, turning 36. I almost forgot my age, man. But they say like when you get older, your age, So I bought my first house when I was 21. All right.
Wow.
So buying my first house at 21, I didn't really know exactly. I didn't really know about credit. I guess I got lucky, right? So the first time I was 20 years old and I got denied. It wasn't until my lender pretty much told me what it was that I needed. I didn't get denied because of my credit score. I got denied because of my credit profile. I didn't have no positive accounts. I didn't have no, no like what is it called, trade lines. It just, I think I had like one credit card account and that was it, right? So having good credit, buying the house, knowing the blueprint, and then actually messing up my credit, not really knowing exactly what was going on, how the credit process actually worked. The story behind it is I actually, talk about this all the time. I had a crazy ex that actually came into my house and she destroyed, she destroyed my truck, right?
No way.
So she destroyed the truck. She claimed that she left something she claimed that she left something in the house, which is a remote control, right? But that was her excuse to actually, come back in the house, right? So she destroyed the house. The insurance company gave me a check, which is cool, right? I'm just kind of like, this is a long story short, right? Now the issue, because during this process, I fell behind some of my bills. I wasn't making a lot of money, right? I was making at this time like $14, $15 an hour. So having my credit score drop to, low 500s, going to this dealerships trying to get approved for a new truck, and they're basically telling me, yeah, you're not approved. They're denying me. So I'm thinking to myself like, wow, this is crazy. It's not even my fault, right? So that right there being like a learning lesson, and then let's say I just knew that I never want to be in that situation ever again, right? So fast forward a couple years later, I went on ahead and just felt like, okay, let me go ahead and fix up my credit. So I learned a lot, all the ins and outs of, credit, how, just how to really basically have a 700 plus credit score, right? The blueprint on that. So fast forward 2020, pandemic happened, right? They cut overtime at my job. Mind you, I was making good money. I was, 6-figure income, right? So I was getting in the process of buying a house. And as I'm buying the house, they, like I said, pandemic happened, they cut overtime. So when they cut the overtime, now overtime is actually calculated into your expenses for when you're getting approved for a home, right? So because they cut that, I had to find ways to actually make more additional income on the side, right? I tried tinting windows. I was tinting windows back in high school. I went back to tinting windows and, just wasn't really cutting it. So I sat back and I thought hard to myself, like, what is something I can actually do where I can actually teach people on a higher scale and be able to do it from basically anywhere in the world, right? So thought long and hard and just realized, wow, credit. This is the time everybody's messing up their credit. They're losing their jobs. They're losing, like I said, cutting back on hours. So I actually got into it just with the personal side, started fixing credit, started studying and learning everything, YouTube, Google. And then when we got to the business side of it, I realized the benefits of business,
Right.
business, not having no money, like being able to start your business without using your own money, what we call like other people's money. And just, when I really figured out that you can really go and get like $100,000, or even some banks can say 50K with no docs, even on like a brand new business. That's when I realized I was onto something. So I wanted to be able to teach people how to leverage their credit to be able to invest in passive income opportunities.
Wow.